So we do have some very bad news for the current administration. It's great news if you've been waiting for the spell to break, but it's bad news if you're Donald Trump. New polling confirms that Republican support is collapsing under Donald Trump. And I mean collapsing by Republican standards, which is to say it has finally dipped below 50%. RMG Research polled 1,000 voters last week and asked a simple question. If the congressional elections were held today, who would you vote for? 48% said Democrat, 44% said Republican. When you factor in leaners, Democrats have 50% support and Republicans 45%. That is a 7-point swing towards Democrats in the short 3 months since Donald Trump took office. Before Trump was sworn in, the question, who would you vote for in congressional elections, generic ballot, was 51 to 44 Republicans. That was Republicans plus 7. And now they're losing ground very quickly. So Donald Trump's second term has become toxic already. The story here, the real story isn't just that support is dropping. It's that it was ever this high to begin with for reelecting Republicans. 40% of Americans still support this disaster. And that's the real WTF moment, because these are the people who tank the economy with tariffs, want to start an autism registry, launched mass deportation raids, leaked war plans on signal chats twice, and whose Secretary of Defense is likely to be pushed out after just 100 days. And yet 4 in 10 voters are still on board. Why? Because millions of people don't read, watch, or hear real news. And the impact of these disasters takes time to trickle through, because Fox News won't even report that half of this stuff is going on. Now, here's the good news, and I think we need something to be cautiously optimistic about. The fact, even though it's shocking that 40-something% still support Republicans, the fact that this much public sentiment has shifted so quickly is impressive in the modern media environment. It's a sign that the propaganda bubble is strong, but it's not impenetrable. Because once people see that the emperor has no clothes in one area, they sometimes start noticing how naked he is everywhere else as well. And Trump's approval is tanking faster than it did during his first term. He's upside down on inflation. He's upside down on the economy. And now Democrats are seen as more trustworthy on the budget. That is not typical. Even though I know it doesn't make any sense, right? Even though Democrats tend to see lower budget deficits than Republicans,